Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Great to see you all. Thank you for being here on time. Today, we will discuss disruption. How do we need to understand disruption? We live in disruptive times. Therefore, I will try to bring you new perspectives, mental models, and we will also be covering latest changes regarding to the job market. So we need to be prepared for disruption in today's day and age. And the best way to do this is exciting things, learning fresh, new, exciting things every day, increasing our curiosity muscles by at least 100 times, leveraging AI systems. And I'll try to cover what's going on around the world, what happened last week. Let's cover the latest news. Microsoft has invested billions with OpenAI, and they are doing another collaboration together. And the numbers are huge, billions of dollars of infrastructure powering this AI boom. And it's on the news as well. Have a look at the news of this week. What do you see here? Is there anything surprising to you? So this is a summary of the headlines, and I used this using Claude. I just simply asked Claude to summarize me what happened in stock markets, in the world, and technology, and it gave me this. NVIDIA partnership with OpenAI was the biggest news in tech, right? NVIDIA and OpenAI, they started a huge partnership. They will each invest $100 billion, and they will increase a symbiosis and synergistic strategic arrangement among them. DeepSeek continues to challenge American AI systems. And what else? There are geopolitical risks with Russia and other risks with Israel. And the federal bank, Fed cut interest rates, which caused a huge boom in stock markets. Crypto markets are up. Stock markets are also up. But there is a lot of volatility, and there are risks ahead, and there is disruption ahead as well. So if we look at, again, the overall picture here of what happened, you can see some of the largest news here, okay, of what is happening in the world. But Google says 90% of coding at Google is now being done by AI. More than 90% of all coding at Google is being done by AI systems. So the job market is in huge disruption. And if you want to look at more details about technology news, you can look at this website. I included the link. Have a look at what happens in technology. BBC News, this was yesterday, 1 million jobs in London could be changed by AI, which is a huge number when you think about it. How many million jobs are there in London? So the huge disruption is already happening. And if you look at this website, again, this is a summary of some of the latest AI news and breakthroughs and innovations. Have a look at this one as well. But the headlines are similar. Robots are replacing jobs. Over the next 20 years, AI is replacing jobs, and there will be huge disruption. All the jobs will be essentially transformed. So there is decline of jobs, end of industrial revolution, and there is an entrepreneurial revolution. Every employee needs to act like an entrepreneur, but the job market is in decline. Okay? Why? Because these big companies, instead of hiring new graduates, let's say dozens of new graduates, they would simply work with these AI systems. Why? Because these AI systems are faster. They never are tired. They can work 100 plus hours every week. And they do the jobs of simple entry graduate level jobs at a fairly high quality way. So instead of hiring, let's say I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. Instead of hiring a dozen assistants, new graduates, I can simply work with Claude. Claude will do, or ChatGPT will do most of the tasks that I will want from my entry-level graduate employees. Yeah? So the job market is very volatile, as you can imagine. Everything is shifting very fast. And career ladder is broken, totally broken. So everybody needs to add value like an entrepreneur, like a solopreneur. You really need to think hard about how you will add value when you join a workplace. So career ladder is broken. There is too much disruption. You cannot trust these corporations because they only care about profit and they only care about the bottom line. And there is intensive competition out there. And there is a lot of disruption. Therefore, you need to own your financial future, create your own assets, and create multiple side hustles, and think hard about how you can add value leveraging AI systems. Otherwise, it's more and more difficult that you will have a job in this job market. Disrupt yourself or get disrupted. That's my key message today. So let's look at closer what this means. 20 to 30 million US jobs will be eliminated in the next 10 years. 30% of current US jobs will be fully automated. 60% will see significant task level changes, that is more than half, maybe 70%. And half of entry-level white-collar jobs are at risk, half of them. And 40% of employers plan workforce reductions for AI automation. That is 40%, quite high number. So which jobs are at risk? Let's have a look. Entry-level jobs, engineering, junior copywriting, customer service representatives, data entry clerks, market research analysts. These are gone, almost gone. Sales reps, financial analysts, legal researchers, graphic designers, accountants, bookkeepers, high risk in the next few years, high risk jobs. Because they are being automated by AI systems very fast. Middle management, manufacturing, and retail, medium risk. Medium risk. So, as you can see, the job situation is very volatile. There is a young tech workers crisis, 3% unemployment increase, and as you looked at employment figures in the United States, as well as in the UK, employment is in decline, which is a huge risk. That's why central banks are cutting interest rates, yeah, which leads to inflation and high living costs. So the situation is not very good at the moment. So recent graduates cannot find entry-level positions because of these AI systems. These AI systems can do the work of dozens of new graduates. So that means you still have options, but you really need to think harder and differently. The job market is not the old one. It's a very new, volatile, uncertain, and disrupted market. Okay? And you can see the figures. Big tech companies are hiring less. Professional services job openings are dropping. And half of Generation Z job hunters believe AI reduced the value of their college degree. And unfortunately, I will be the only professor telling you all these unfortunate news. Like, it is, everybody is like burying their head as if nothing has been changing, but everything is changing very fast. So, there will be the greatest wealth transfer in history. Inequality will increase. How so? Top 10% of all Americans, and this applies worldwide, they own 90% of all the stocks, and they will gain $180 trillion in new wealth. This new wealth will be created by AI and these disruptive technologies. And they will own these AI companies, automation, robots, and the future. So if you want to get rich and achieve your financial independence, you have to find ways of jumping to this side. How can I own assets? How can I leverage AI systems? And how can I control the future? And how can I invest in this future as a solopreneur, as an investor? That's the big question. The bottom 90%, they will lose $5 trillion in wealth. There will be job loss, stagnant wages, and they will be falling further. So unless you own AI stocks, AI companies, or have AI skills, you are on the wrong side of history. So 56% pay premium workers with AI skills, 56% more pay. Yeah, they achieve 56% more pay if they can work with AI systems on average. But right now, in some jobs, even in entry-level, top-level AI jobs, they get close to $1 million salaries, $1 million, even more salaries in AI. So if you're really proficient in the use of AI and can create a symbiosis and strategically leverage these AI systems to create really good value, then everybody will want to hire you. Okay? And you can earn much more. And much of the growth will come from AI skills. There is a huge growth, actually, in jobs which use AI and the latest AI technologies. 170 million new jobs will be created, at least globally, in AI-related fields. But 77% of these new AI jobs require master's degree, and 18% will require PhD. So the bar is very high. So you need to upgrade yourself or think like an entrepreneur, solopreneur. How can I add value? So I'll introduce you 5 mental models to think about this transformation. Number 1, Centaur model. Centaur means human plus AI. You transform yourself into a new being, an augmented self. Think of AI as an augmented layer of intelligence which amplifies your intelligence by 100 times. You can be 100 times faster, more flexible, smarter with AI. You can be like Tony Stark. Okay? So don't compete with AI, partner with it and use it. So first drafts, data analysis, pattern recognition, do all of these with AI. Repetitive tasks, automation, structured work, you can automate all of these and use AI to leverage and create high value. Whereas you will handle higher level tasks, such as strategy, vision, judgment calls, independent thinking, creativity, client relationships, empathy, innovation, ethics, values, solving novel, complex problems. Higher level cognitive tasks. You need to focus on those tasks, and you need to think very strategically. You are very good in empathy, human skills, use them in the best way. You are also very good in creativity, strategic thinking, independent thinking, questioning, use them. So you cannot use these AI systems blindly. You need to question them. You need to, because these AI systems are still bullshitting a lot, okay? You need to detect bullshit whenever you see it. That's so crucial. Whenever you see these AI systems creating bullshit, you need to immediately recognize it. And then you can challenge it. For example, you are writing an academic paper. I'm sure you have tried to use AI, yeah? And then what happens? AI starts inventing new references which are not there. It's not truthful at all. If you are not careful, you are writing an academic paper, you are messed up. You submitted a paper with fictive references which are not there. AI invented these. You Google them, there is no such reference. So if you are stupid in using AI, you will suffer the consequences. You'll need to be very smart, very intelligent, very strategic when you use these AI systems. But make no mistake, it's the requirement now, from my point of view, that you have to use these AI systems every day for at least a couple of hours, in my view. Okay? So if you refuse these new AI systems, you'll be less productive, less valuable, and you'll be replaced. So you need to be a centaur, create a symbiosis, combine your best skills with the best skills of AI, yeah? You need to become a centaur. The second one, T-shaped skills. So one, deep expertise, the vertical of the T, and multiple useful competencies, the horizontal of the T. You need to combine them. So know something from every field and know everything from one field. So you need to go deeper, specialize in one field, know everything about it, okay, in your profession. That means you need to synthesize AI and your profession, your job, your tasks very intelligently. You need to combine them, learn all the AI tools, practice with them, learn how you can create disruptive value, okay, as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur. So you need to think like a startup. Imagine that you are a one-person startup. You need to solve all these problems. You need to question the output when you prompt AI systems. You need to have top-level prompting skills. You need to be able to ask the right questions to these AI systems, okay? So AI beats humans at narrow tasks, but you can be better when you connect diverse knowledge across domains, using your creativity, intelligence, holistic thinking, okay? So let's give an example. Deep skill is software engineering, coding. You know all the codes. You can do it with AI, yeah? Breadth is marketing, design thinking, psychology, business strategy, all of these fields. When you master all of them, you can build products that users are actually wanting, not just products that work. Products that are completely novel, and users want them, appealing products. Products that are so good that you cannot ignore them. You feel compelled to buy them, okay? So there is a website called Product Hunt. How many of you have looked at that website, Product Hunt? Like, have a look at that. Have a look at that, because users are rating products and new software tools, updated models in that website. So you need to be curious. Like, this is one of the top sites of all entrepreneurs, all solopreneurs. Product Hunt is one of the top heights, the new best products in technology. Look at them. Why are they trending, let's say, today? So these are updated every day, okay? And just have a look, be curious. What are the new launches? What about monthly? The best of September. You can see the best of September here. Which products were the best? Be curious, analyze them. Why did these products become the best? How can I become a solopreneur that can compete with these? Can I create my own product? So that's the new thinking I want each of you to have. And that's the thinking that is desperately needed by companies who want to survive. It is dangerous for all businesses. Many of standing and poor companies, they will be disrupted. They will be gone. Even Apple is in danger. So you cannot be oblivious. You have to be vigilant. You have to be entrepreneurial. You have to be able to solve problems, imagine and design new products. Do some benchmarking. Which ones are the best products? Why are they really good? Analyze them. What about yearly? Which ones the best ones of 2025? Dremina, have you heard about it? Have you looked at this? Cider 5, Tena. And there's a description of this, okay? The first AI developmental team, MGX. Tena puts your notes to work with voice and AI. Tanka, this is memory for long-term memory for teams. Screen Studio. Test Sprite. This is the first AI agent automating entire software testing process. Okay. The world's first AI influencer marketing team. Have you looked at them? This is how the world is changing. If you want to really learn how the world is being disrupted, like you have to be 100 times curious. Increase your curiosity muscles. If I were you, I would spend hundreds of hours on this website. What are these products? Be obsessed about these products. What are they up to? How did they solve this problem? How does it work? Can I disrupt it? Can I use this? How can I use these products to add more value to my company? Can I act like a solopreneur? Okay? So just be curious. Be curious. And you can also work with AI to learn more about these. Okay? So let's take a screenshot of this print screen of this. Okay? And then paste the code. Okay. I didn't log in, but yeah, let's try. But you can ask Claude about the best products on Product Hunt, what we can learn from them, how can I create my own Product Hunt as a solopreneur. It'll give you a roadmap. It'll give you strategic thinking tools. So the key here is you need to be very curious and you need to ask the right questions. Okay? So if you get all these skills, yeah, and then you can build products that really matter. And there is Pareto everywhere. Learn 20% of skills that matter, that give you 80% of the results. Which skills really matter in this generative AI age? So, unfortunately, educational systems are old. And you cannot survive with your textbooks, I'm sorry. All the textbooks are obsolete. Ancient knowledge. I'm sorry. Can you find these Product Hunt updates in your textbooks and how they are disrupting using AI to leverage? Can you follow Silicon Valley news on these textbooks? Can you look at these disruptor companies, solopreneurs, what are they up to? What problems are they working on? Can you find these in your textbooks? No, never. Don't rely on your textbooks. Don't trust the system. Don't trust the university. Don't trust any company. You have to take initiative, ownership. And you have to reinvent your career, your life, from scratch, from day one. And you need to start doing this every day. That's my view anyway. So you need to use leverage in this day and age. Leverage. How can you use leverage as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur, as a professional? Stop trading time for money. You need to create exponential results. How do you do that? Your value comes from your judgment and your leverage. What type of leverage can you have today? Number one, coding. Write once, run forever. Can you master coding? Number 2, media. Create once, distribute indefinitely. Can you create your own personal media, social media? Can you achieve virality? Can you reach lots of people with your profile? How many followers do you have? Can you hack attention? Attention hacking has become very crucial. Yeah? Number 3, capital. You need to have assets, money. Money should work for you. You need to work towards your financial independence every day, starting today. Save, invest early on. Even if it is with small amounts, it doesn't matter. Even if you have $50, like, invest it in the right way. And then you can double this 50 to 100. And then you can double it again. And then you can double it again. And you will achieve 1,000. And then you will achieve 2,000. When you achieve 1,000, the second 1,000 is much easier. When you achieve 10,000, the second 10,000 is much easier. That applies everywhere, okay? We live in the era of compounding, yeah? So your first 100K is the hardest. When you achieve 100K in savings, investments, the second 100 is much easier, okay? So that's why the hardest part is just starting. Start with small amounts and continue and have a long-term marathon aim. Think long-term for at least 10 years. Okay? And people, you can hire people. But the most important is AI, your personal army of tireless assistants. You can automate these AI agents. You can customize, build your own ChatGPT. You can create your own cloud models. The more you interact with these AI systems, the more they will know you, your strengths, your background, your history. And the more you can form a symbiosis with them. Give a custom name to your AI. Give it a custom name. And build a very close relationship with your AI. Very close, intimate relationship. Because that AI is your business partner. You will create exponential value with that AI. And you can leverage AI so much that you can do the task of 100 people with just one AI system. For example, if I want to write a book, I can easily do it in just a couple of hours using Claude or ChatGPT. But normally, it used to take weeks to write a book, years to write a book. You can write it instantly right now. But the key there is to add your strategic value, personal experiences, creativity, intuition, judgment on top of that. Everybody can write a book using AI. It will be a mediocre book. Can you add your own experiences, judgment, independent thinking, creativity, smart thinking on top of it? That's the issue. Okay? That's where you add value. And that applies everywhere. You need to add unique value, your own stamp on it. Okay? So now, using these leverages, 5 types of leverage. These are the biggest leverages of today. You can create billion-dollar, one-person billion-dollar companies. Sam Altman says this, yeah? You can create one-person billion-dollar companies. Let's forget about billion. Let's first aim at million. Can I create my $1 million company? That should be your goal in the next 10 years, 5 years. And this is doable. If you think in this way, you will master this. You will master the new skills. But the thing is, you need to figure out what these new skills are. And that requires enormous courage, willingness to fail, experiment hundreds of times, fail hundreds of times. Keep experimenting, keep being curious, and being very persistent, having perseverance, but also openness. Like, be much more open, 100 times more curious to learn. Can I learn much faster? How can I do that? You need to give this as a problem, okay? So one person with AI leverage can do what used to require 100 people. That's the reality of today. How can you leverage AI so that you can do the task of 100 people? That's the million-dollar question. If you can create value by doing the work of 100 employees by yourself, then companies will desperately want to work with you. If I were a company, there is a Centaur, new graduate, with these advanced AI systems can create enormous value as an entrepreneur, I would definitely want to work with you. Because we can make millions of dollars together. That's the new reality, okay? You need to shift reality. The reality is changing fast, and you need to mold it. You need to shape it. You need to believe in these new mental models, okay? And these are never in your textbooks. These are not in your curriculum. But you can be curious and discover these by yourself using these AI systems, okay? The next one, first principles thinking. This is what Elon Musk is using. You need to solve problems and think scientifically to solve problems. You need to have critical reasoning, holistic thinking, and question everything, rebuild from scratch. So you need to break down problems to fundamental truths and ignore how it has always been done. Always ignore the best industry practices. This is established. You need to do this and this and this. Forget about all of them. Disrupt everything. You need to disrupt everything out there. You need to disrupt the status quo, because that status quo will collapse. That status quo will collapse. So AI changes all the constraints. What was impossible yesterday is trivial today. You can transform industries with AI. AI is so powerful, and it is getting much more powerful every day. So you can transform. You can come in, everyone. There are empty spaces. Come in. So I need 10 programmers to build this app. No, you don't. You can build it yourself. What's the actual value that I'm creating for users? Define it and find it, and use AI to handle coding so that you can focus on strategy users and ship it with one person. You can ship products as a one-person company. You can literally say that I will establish my one-person startup today. I will create my own products. I will learn, master these skills at the best level. And I will give myself 10-year marathon. Every day I will learn something new. I will be 10 times more curious. Then you will master everything. And you can compete with Silicon Valley enterprises. The fifth one, compounding. This requires long-term thinking, compounding. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, so you need to use it. Small improvements every day will lead to exponential results in the long term. That's very crucial. You need to master this. Small positive habits every day, they will turn into exponential wealth in the long run. So, can I ask again, how many of you have made at least $1 from the internet? How many of you have earned at least $1 from the internet? Can I see hands? Cool. So you are ahead of the race. You earned your first dollar. If you earned your first dollar, that's a milestone. That's a big milestone. That means you can earn your $10, you can earn your $100, you can earn your $1,000. You just need to iterate, continue learning, continue experimenting, innovating, be more curious, playful, establish your games, repeat it every day for a couple of years. If you do that, you will master $1 million in less than 7 years, maybe. Maybe 10 years, maybe less, maybe 5 years. You can easily master $1 million. But it all starts with small dollars, $1, $2, $3. You start with pennies. Don't neglect them, these pennies. It's about paradigm shift. How do I start making these positive habits, even if it is small? So if you learn one AI tool deeply per week, then you will be using 52 tools, AI tools per year. That gives you unparalleled advantage. You can then add them to your resume. You can mention them in your job interview. And you can show how obsessed you are with using these latest AI technologies. And how do you use them? Create a portfolio of how you added value. Show that value to your employers. I used this and this and this model in this way. I created this and this and this. Create your own portfolio that you can show to your employers. Okay? If you build one small project per month, you will have a strong portfolio in 12 months. Okay? If you create daily, you will achieve thought leadership in just 6 months. So I am approached by dozens of people. Why? Every day I get new business opportunities. Why? Because I have been writing on Medium for the last 5 years. I have published more than 2,000 articles because I publish consistently. So people read my articles. These articles are my assets. Yeah? They come to me for my expertise. They ask questions. They want to collaborate. They want to sponsor my content. So all of these happen because I continue writing, creating daily, making small experiments every day. I don't skip. I don't break the chain. I do it consistently every day. Okay? So person A learns AI, gets promoted, learns more, compounds upward. Person B waits, falls behind, harder to catch up, compounds downward. So you have two options. Do you want to be person A or person B? And by 2030, 70% of the skills used in jobs today will have changed. 70%. So, what can you do on the base of these? This week, start using ChatGPT, Claude, similar AI tools. Learn prompt engineering basics. Spend a couple of hours on YouTube. Learn prompt engineering. Identify which of your current tasks AI can handle. Automate them. Get better in these tasks. Get better in using AI to add value. And add AI skills section to your resume, LinkedIn. Mention which AI skills these are and give examples, give evidence of these AI skills. And this month, take a fundamental AI course on Coursera, YouTube, free resources. Many of top universities such as MIT, Harvard, they have lots of courses. Many of these are free. Access them. Learn, master these AI courses. Build one project using AI tools. Show that project. Add it to your portfolio. Study one mental model per week. And master that mental model. Apply that mental model. And identify your T-shape. What's your deep skill? What is the breadth? Where is the breadth? Combine. Form your own T-shape. Okay? So spend 1 hour every day learning these AI tools, experimenting with them. If you can, spend at least a couple of hours, maybe 4, 5, 8 hours. I believe mastering these AI tools is much more important than your modules. I believe that mastering these AI tools will be much more critical. That's my view. Okay? So create content showing your AI plus human work synergy. Network with people combining AI and your field, your profession. And always ask, how would I do this with 10x fewer resources and 10x speed? Okay, so if you do these things, you will be ready for the disruption that is coming. So AI skills that pay. Prompt engineering, do you have these skills? LLM fine-tuning, do you have this skill? RAG systems, retrieval augmented generation, do you have these skills? AI ethics and governance, machine learning basics, do you have these skills? These skills are that matter, skills that matter today. What about the second one, this is even more important, AI-proof skills. These are what makes you human and irreplaceable. Machines, robots, AI cannot replace these. What are these? Empathy, emotional intelligence, your relationships, yeah? Ethical reasoning, creative problem solving, strategic thinking, relationship building. You need to retain these, invest in these skills, these soft skills. These soft skills have become really the hard skills because they cannot be replaced by machines. Okay, so invest in these skills. And you need to deliver the highest value, create the highest value as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, by combining different fields with AI. AI plus healthcare, AI plus law, AI plus marketing, AI plus finance, AI plus education. Each of these fields is billion-dollar value. So disrupt these fields. Disrupt them one by one as a solopreneur. If you master this, you'll achieve highest salaries, and you'll achieve your financial independence as well. Okay, so let's recap. Your college degree is losing value every month. Be aware of this. Skills matter more than credentials right now. What skills do you have? Job hopping for higher pay is dying. Build leverage. You need to have your leverage. And show how you add value with AI. If you are not learning AI, somebody using AI will take your job for less money. Be sure of that. Working harder won't save you. Working smarter with AI will save you. How can you be smarter with AI? The safe path is breaking down in real time. Which is the safe path? Get degree, get a job, climb the career ladder. This is gone, broken. If it is not broken today, it will be broken tomorrow. Okay? Forget about the old rules. The rules have changed completely. Be ready for this new world. Okay? So you cannot wait for your employer. You cannot wait for your institution. You must take responsibility, ownership of your career, of your future. And that's my message to you today, actually. So most people are paralyzed by fear. And that is your competitive advantage. How do you deal with so much disruption, fear, anxiety? The best way is being curious. If you increase your curiosity muscles by 100 times, then you get the ultimate competitive advantage. All the other people who are graduating next year, they are paralyzed by fear. Whereas you are obsessed with these AI systems. You are really curious. You leverage these AI systems. You have increased your curiosity muscles by 100 times. You are obsessed. You are always in flow, momentum, creating new things, new products, using these skills, leveraging them. Then you are at a major competitive advantage. Okay? AI tools are accessible to everyone, and they are often free. So play with them. Jobs requiring AI skills are growing much faster. Most of your competition is not learning AI. Why? Because it's not in your curriculum. These are too fast. We didn't have enough time to incorporate these into the curriculum yet. And you cannot blame your professors, by the way. Because we are too busy already. We are dealing with hundreds of students, attending lots of meetings, yeah, and grading lots of papers, and we are expected to publish research at the same time. We have so many deadlines coming up. So many professors will repeat their current curriculum, which comes from previous years. They will not innovate with new advanced level stuff like these. Okay? The only reason that I have done this is I got up at 4 this morning. I got up at 4 to do these things, to do research and bring them to you and disrupt my own lectures because I care. So, but I do it because I'm curious. And that's the mentality. You need to be much more curious and relentless. And I would say you need to be even paranoid. You need a bit of paranoia. If you are not paranoid about what's about to happen, you will be losing this race. You need to be paranoid about your job, because jobs are gone. You have to reinvent, build your job from scratch, using the tools of tomorrow, using the curiosities of tomorrow. Okay? And that is what I will cover in this module. I'll give examples from my own journey. Okay? So, the winner, what does he do? She do? Learn AI, build leverage, get higher pay, more opportunities, compounding success, and thriving in the long term. Okay, so start today. I want you to write to yourself a letter. Imagine that the year is 2035. You are making $1 million per year, okay? It is 2035. Imagine that you are making $1 million or more per year. What are you doing to earn this? Be very specific. What do you create? Who do you serve? What problem are you solving? And the key is you are doing this with AI. I want you to imagine this scenario. Write a letter to yourself. Open your laptop, open your device, or open your notebook and write down that letter. This letter is from your future self, 2035, who lives 10 years ahead of you. Your future self is writing to your current you, okay? Your future self in 2035 is writing to you right now. What would your future self tell you? Please write that letter. Imagine what you will be up to in 10 years' time. Which skills did you master? Which problems did you solve in 2035? How are you earning $1 million or more per year? Imagine possibilities, exciting possibilities. Write them down, please. I want each and every one of you writing. Please show your hands writing. Your future self in 2035 is writing this letter to you, okay? Please write that letter. How did your future self resolve all of these? There is so much anxiety and disruption. How did your future self become rich and powerful? How did your future self create enormous value in this new paradigm? How did your future self master investing, compounding, leveraging AI, creating products, mastering digital sales? All these skills that matter, how did you master them? How did you keep learning? What are you really passionate about? Talk to your future self. Your future self will tell you. Invent your story. Like, in the next 10 years, this is your personal Olympics, right? This is your personal Olympics of the next 10 years. What will you invent? What will you create? Which problems will you solve? And how will you solve them? How will you add tremendous value in your profession, in your field? How do you define your field? How will it change? What are the new paradigms of change in this field? How will the world get disrupted? How will this industry change in the next 10 years? And can you position yourself in the best way for these transformative revolutions happening? And that will happen in the next 10 years. Can you position yourself in the best position? You know, you can only do that when you talk to your future self, yeah? So your future self, who lives in 2035, is your mentor. Okay? Learn the secrets from that future self. Imagine those possibilities and write them down. Keep writing. There is no wrong. Keep writing. Don't be paralyzed. Just whatever comes to your mind, keep writing, keep moving your hand. What types of problems will you be solving? And how? And what are the predictions? Can you come up with some predictions in your industry, in your field, in your job? Can you predict the future? And then how can you position yourself in this future? And what should you not do? What should you avoid doing? Think also about those. What should you stop doing to be successful, creative, and relentless, and rich in the future? What are the bad habits or negative things that you need to avoid or get rid of? Which blocks you? What blocks you? Can you get rid of these? Can you unblock yourself? How can you unblock yourself? Please imagine all possibilities. Keep writing. Keep moving your hand. There are empty spaces, everyone. You can come around here. Keep writing. Think like an inventor. Think like an entrepreneur. Imagine that you have created tremendous value. You solved some significant problems. What are those secrets? What are those predictions? And how can you achieve the best strategic positioning in your profession, in your job? If you don't know what is to come, maybe you need to do more research. So tell yourself that I need to do more research about future trends, future innovations, paradigm shifts, the new mental models that I need to master. So this is $1 million question. If you can't solve this, give this as a puzzle to your brain. If you can't solve it, and master it, and do some small experiments every day, keep learning every day, then you will master all of this. And you can easily become a millionaire if you do these things. But don't give up. Continue doing this for 10 years, okay? And keep reinventing yourself. You need to adapt in the light of the latest innovations, because the industries are shifting at a tremendous pace. AI systems are getting more and more powerful. They are doubling in capabilities every 6 months right now. These AI systems are doubling in capabilities and intelligence every 6 months right now. But there will come a time where these AI systems will get smarter and achieve more capabilities in maybe 3 months. Instead of 6 months. How do you adapt to this exponential rate? And there will come a day when you will experience 1 year's worth of innovations in just 10 days. In a couple of years, we will see such relentless change that you will see in 10 days, 1 year's worth of innovations. That day will come. Everything will be hyper-accelerated. Every day, there will be new discoveries, scientific discoveries. And some of these scientific discoveries will be made by AI systems or centaurs who are working with these AI systems. The most important discoveries in science, arts, innovation, they will come from collaborating with these AI systems. Some of the most scientific revolutions of today, they emerge from AI collaborations already. Okay? Google DeepMind has achieved milestones. How did they achieve that milestone? They are working in London, Demis Hassabis at Google. Yeah? How did they achieve it? They achieved it by using intelligence, AI systems. So we will see Nobel Prizes of tomorrow, they will be advanced by these AI systems or people working with these AI systems. Okay? So predict these, what might happen. Can you be part of these? Can you become a serial inventor? Can you become a serial entrepreneur? Can you leverage these AI systems to think from scratch? To be a relentless learner? Are you more curious than others in the job market? Let's say I will hire for my own company. I would hire somebody who is relentless in their curiosity, thirst for learning. I would hire somebody who is not afraid to delve into the latest AI tools, using them, experimenting with them, to create innovation every day. And I would hire somebody who would teach me every day about these latest AI tools and how we can best leverage them. Can you see where I'm coming from? Right. I'm sorry that I made you uncomfortable today, but I think that's what exactly you need. You exactly need this type of discomfort. Because I'm not sugarcoating reality. The reality is shifting too fast. And you need to position yourself in the correct way. Okay? I'm not giving you false hope. I'm very realistic. Okay? I'm not sugarcoating reality. I'm giving you the real dangers, the real truths that are unfolding in front of your eyes. You just need to position yourself in the best way. And the only way that you can do it is to increase your curiosity muscles by at least 100 times. That's the message. Otherwise, you cannot disrupt yourself. You cannot reinvent yourself. You need to disrupt, reinvent everything, every industry. By starting with yourself, can you disrupt yourself? Okay? So this letter is crucial. Finish this letter. Please, wrap it up. And revisit this letter every now and then. Update this letter. Every month, you should update this letter because so much is shifting every month, every week even. So update it. Talk to your future self every day. That will tell you, your future self will tell you what exactly you need to do. Okay? So, let's give a break. Banksy. Disruption, when we talk about disruption, Banksy comes.
And with commission, that's more than £1 million. This is one of Banksy's most iconic pieces. But just moments later, it seemed to drop through the frame and appear shredded into pieces. A stuff that sent gasps through the crowd. Reaction to last night's self-destruction was captured on camera by this artist.
We were there, and then there was the auction, and then suddenly everything was, people are laughing and joking and looking around, turning like something happened or something fell down. Everyone didn't believe that it was real, and that was the big thing, that we came out thinking it's a joke.
Banksy first unveiled a series of graffiti pieces on buildings across the country and is well known for his stunts. In 2013, he set up a stall selling what appeared to be fake Banksys for $60. He later revealed they were the real deal and worth up to £20,000 each. In the early hours of this morning, he posted a picture of his latest stunts on Instagram, Right, going, go on.
I think it was that. I know what you said. We artists, we feel each other, you know? We feel the vibration. I think it was there. And he was laughing.
Well, we don't know who filmed this. Was it Banksy himself? Perhaps the latest twist in the tale of street art's most subversive character, Helen Kingdom ITVs.
Okay, so you need to disrupt yourself. 10 industries ripe for disruption. Watch this video. This guy will tell you the business world and what are the latest inventions, innovations, disruptions in these different industries. So just watch this.
We are living in a very interesting time. Let me tell you why. Because in the next 5, 10, 15 years, a lot of jobs today, industries and businesses today, are going to be extinct. And this is so scary for the bigger companies out there. But it's so exciting for the smaller, nimble companies and entrepreneurs that are coming up. Why? Here's why. Because we're about 5, 10, 15 years away from somebody coming out with an idea after a major disruption where someone's going to be called a trillionaire, not a billionaire, in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So I'm going to give you a lot of different industries that are about to go extinct. And I'll quickly give them out, the ones that everybody knows about. I'm not covering the ones that you've heard many different times, such as, publishers, newspapers, magazines, cashiers, travel agents, manufacturing workers, bank tellers, taxi drivers, radio GPS. I'm not covering those. I'm assuming you already know those are going to be extinct here very soon. I'm going to give some new ones here that we haven't talked about before in the past. So let me get right into it. First, business. I think the game of restaurants is going to change dramatically. Now, I'll explain what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking high-end restaurants. Why am I not talking about high-end restaurants? Because for as long as husband and wives have kids, they're going to want to step away from their kids and go to a private place away from everybody that knows the manners. And sometimes the best way to do it is just, let's go to a nice dinner, let's go to a nice restaurant. I'm talking about a whole different thing. Let me explain to you what I think for your phone.
Build a website you love with Wix.
So, watch the video. Okay. The pandemic started all this disruption, remember? World Economic Forum, resetting our world, the Great Reset. It is all started in 2020, 21. The Great Reset, it has shifted everything. A lot of surprises, black swans. Technology companies are getting more powerful. Magnificent Seven are the most powerful companies right now. And all these technologies, they happened in recent years. All of them. And every year feels like we live in like 5 years. Look at 2020. All of these in 1 year. And the same happens this year. This year, we have witnessed like dozens of events like this. Everything is becoming much more accelerated. Robots are coming. Startups are becoming unicorns. And things will keep accelerating from here. Every 10 years, the rate of disruption is increasing. Right now, gross world product is getting 10x. And everything is becoming accelerated very fast. And every 10 years, the paradigm shift rate will get 2x, 4x, 8x. But I think this is conservative. I think this will double even. Like you can see every 10 years, the paradigm shift rate, I think, would be 4x at least. And it will accelerate even faster. So we won't experience 100 years of technological advance in this century. We will witness 20,000 years of progress. That means 1,000 times greater than what was achieved in the last century. So who is this? Ray Kurzweil. He wrote a book on this. Read his book, Singularity. It is called Singularity, technological singularity, which means the moment when machines will become smarter than humans. And this will happen soon, perhaps in the next 10 years, maybe in the next 20 years, but it will happen. How do you prepare for this time, which we call superintelligence? Superintelligence will arrive soon. How do you position yourself for superintelligence? So, for somebody who is 10 years old, when they are 60, they will experience a year of change in 11 days, it says. But I think it will accelerate much faster. In order to keep up, you will not only invent new ideas and products, but above all, you need to reinvent yourself again and again every day. So think of yourself in the form of this paper, okay? This is all your assumptions, education, career up until now, all the things that you learned, all the public assumptions, all the load on your shoulders, what societal expectations, your degrees, your skills, yourself, how you think about yourself, all of it, your career up until now. So what you need to do is radical. You need to tear it apart. This, like reinvent, disrupt it, like tear it apart, which requires some violence. I am very violent with this, as you can see. And I'm like, this requires this sort of courage to put this away, and I will start new. I will reinvent, design my life in a totally new way. Today is the last day of my, the first day of my new life. Yeah, I will redesign everything. I will redesign my career. I will reinvent myself. I will come up with new assumptions. I will solve new problems. I will reinvent myself. I will reinvent my career from scratch. So that's what I want you to do, like reinvent and recreate yourself. And this module is designed to do that, actually. Like if you can do it, even in a small way, that's the goal in this module. Okay? So there are puzzles. You can look at these puzzles. What % of the companies are still on the list from 1955 versus 2014? You can see 90% are not on the list. They dropped. Yeah. The average age of S&P 500, it was 67 years old. Right now, it is 12 years old. It keeps dropping. It will get less than 10 years. Why? Because of unicorns, disruptor companies. Okay? The lifespan is right now around 10 years even, 10 years. And it keeps accelerating, which means there will be new startups that you have not heard about, which will take over these Fortune 500 lists. They are disrupting everything. Okay? So in 2030, 40% of these companies will disappear from the list and replaced by new companies. Okay? So how do you reinvent yourself in this world? A good way is to think of yourself as a solopreneur. This Islo, he has made over $5,000 just this month by selling digital products. He is 19 years old. He creates these templates, digital products, sells them through Gumroad. Okay? And he makes more than 5,000 doing that. Another example is Ninja. He loves playing computer games.
Every time you're away from that console, are you making a calculation about how much money you're not making? How much money are you losing sitting there for right now?
I mean, it's not like an absorbent amount, but it's enough to be like, dude, it's way too
Tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, definitely. That's a perfect example.
This year.
It's 142 days for 3,800 of format.
That's this year.
142 days of shooting.
142 days of shooting.
Of gaming and streaming, yeah.
You mentioned this happening last year. There was, if you had played video games with Ellen, you danced last night with Fallon, ESPN magazine cover.
Yes.
For a lot of people, it was a wake-up call.
Right.
One of the things that blew people's mind in this article was the quote that you made $500,000 a month. I don't believe it because I believe you make a lot more than that.
On a good one.
And it was when you were making 80 or 90 a year that you decided, I can get out of college and I can quit the rules of college.
Right. I was the deciding factor with my mom, by no means would she let me quit my job or drop out of school. And I say that like drop out of school, I don't even like that because I always had every intention of going back. Actually, I did go back when I had like an eye issue thing, my stream could die. But yeah, after the 80,000 a year, I was like, I'm doing this until, if I make less, I'll go back.
Could you be the first $10 million a year gamer?
Definitely.
But you must meet people who have no idea that people make money.
It's rare. I didn't know the dollar every time I was at an airport. So what are you doing? I'm like, oh, no, tournament. Oh, what kind of tournament? It's a video game tournament. Video game tournament? You make money playing video games? And it's just, and I
Clears out. And then you have to tell them there's money.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's simple. The gaming tournament explanation is just like, yeah, a bunch of people buy a team pass, that money goes into the prize pool, and you're like, oh, you should kind of do it. It's cool. But the streaming is the hardest part. How do you make money streaming? It's ad revenue. It's just how there's going to be ads and commercial breaks. Those ad companies pay, the network. It's the same thing with streaming. However many people see the ads, people be there, people subscribe.
Primarily, you make most of your money from Twitch.
I would say about YouTube. Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, because it's constant, consistent, monthly.
Would you say 40% comes from Twitch? 40% comes from YouTube?
60% is from both.
From both.
Anyway, makes sense.
Okay. Which leaves 30, and that's Red Bull and other sponsors.
It's really simple. It's like, hey, do you subscribe to magazine or Spotify, anything like that? It's like the same thing. You just want to give someone. Well, my favorite reference is a guy on the street who's just playing money. He literally is not expecting to get no money. No one's saying, hey, go to the books. Exactly. Well, if you enjoy it a lot, sometimes you go like 20 sometimes. It's the same thing.
Sure. Big violence.
So he is doing his passion, yeah? He turned his passion, curiosity, into wealth, yeah? And that's what I want from you. Like, can you turn what you are passionate about, curious about, can you turn it into assets, audience? Can you turn it into a startup, yeah? So this guy, 12-year-old coder, earned how much? $5 million in 3 weeks. How did he do that? By selling non-fungible tokens, NFTs. And workers in Global South, they are making their money in blockchain game Axie Infinity. They are making $2,000 every month by playing this computer game. It's on blockchain. It is the token economy, the rising token economy. What does this mean? In about a couple of years, your avatar will make more money than you in the next 10 years. Let's say your career will thrive in the metaverse, and you will create value and entertainment through your avatar. So you need to train, design your avatar, create your digital twins, and create your digital extensions so that you can continue creating value. And you need to publish in these platforms. Whatever you're passionate about, you're curious about, publish them in this passion economy, powered by curiosity. Okay? So you can do blogging. You can do subscription, such as Substack. Many people became millionaires on Substack. Medium, you can make thousands of dollars. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you can create your own brands, channels. You can create your podcast in areas that you're passionate about. You can create your courses, your own digital courses on Skillshare, Gumroad, Teachable. You can create your engagement platforms, projects, and tips patronage. Don't do this one, the others. Okay? But the platform doesn't matter. Charlie D'Amelio made a multi-million-dollar investment by her TikTok. So the main message is you are under no obligation to remain the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, even a day ago. You are here to create yourself continuously. So an important question is, what should you stop doing? Ask yourself these questions and find your answer. What are the unnecessary things that you need to eliminate from your life? Make a list. What do you need to stop doing? Can you create a not to-do list, please? Not to do. I should stop doing what? Create your not to-do list. Can you say no to bullshit? Can you simplify your life? Can you get rid of mental clutter? What will truly matter after 10 years? Ask your future self. What will matter? What will not matter? You should eliminate whatever doesn't matter. What are your true strategic priorities today? Because this will give you mental clarity, focus, momentum. Yeah? You need to have mental clarity, focus, and momentum. And you can only have it by talking to your future self after 10 years. Yeah? Your future self in 2035. You need to talk to that person. Yeah? And you need to eliminate all these things from your life. What are those? Again, your future self will tell you what to eliminate. There is a book called Black Swan. September 11, Trump's election, Brexit, COVID, all of these are black swan events, which are unpredictable, severe consequences. So you can read more about black swans, and you need anti-fragility in this day and age. Read his books. He says 3 most harmful addictions are what? Heroin, carbohydrates, monthly salary. Okay, so you need to eliminate them. He says, look at the quotes from his book. What do we call a problem that's very difficult? Climate change, inequality, financial crisis. This is wicked problems. Your career is a wicked problem. Why? Because there's so much change. There is so many unknowns. So how do you cope? So you need to be prepared for different scenarios, contingencies. Be flexible, resilient, resourceful, entrepreneurial. So my recommendation, don't settle with the easiest, most convenient option to you. Don't settle. Always be paranoid, relentless, entrepreneurial. Can I do something better? Can I do something more creative, more innovative? Can I create more value? Yeah? Don't settle. Number 2, cultivate lots of diverse seeds, projects, experiments. So you need to have, I think, a dozen different careers. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a Medium writer. I am a blogger. I am a broadcaster. I establish my personal media. I'm a gamer. I create my social media. I am a solopreneur. I'm an investor. And I do all of these things at the same time to achieve my financial independence. Okay? I can do Airbnb, Uber. I can keep learning. I can do freelancing. I can sell digital products. Try them all and see which ones take root, okay? Think of yourself as a farmer. All of these are different assets, different careers. Try them, and which ones will grow faster, okay? So diverse seeds, yeah? Cultivate them and see what happens. So in my recommendation, you need to have like a dozen careers, micro careers, small careers, and experiments, and see what happens. And be prepared for uncertainty through becoming anti-fragile. You need to be resilient, anti-fragile, resourceful. So if you do these things, I think you'll achieve. Look at these 14 rules. Which ones are your top 3 favorite ones? Look at them. Top 3 favorite. Do you agree with them? Which one is surprising? Do you see something surprising here? Or do you all expect them? Okay. So these are my laws. Again, select your top 3 favorite ones. I try to apply them every day in my life. Which ones are your top 3 favorite ones? And I made about $20,000 by using these principles alongside my daily job. Okay? So you can make a lot of money if you use these laws. Okay. This book, you need to read it, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't heard about it, read it. It's one of the best sellers. It has sold millions of copies. And he says, you need to jump from this side to this side, okay? You need to change your mental models about money and financial freedom, okay? So you need to have a rich mentality. How do you become rich? Like, what are the principles? Make money work for you. Don't depend on your salary. Buy assets. Avoid debt liabilities. You need to buy assets or create assets using your imagination. You need to have a lot of assets to get rich. Save and invest early on, even with small amounts. Create multiple streams of passive income. The thing that I mentioned to you, side hustles. You need to have a portfolio of careers. I'm a YouTuber, TikToker, entrepreneur. I have my Amazon Shopify store. I'm selling digital products. I have my Gumroad. I have my newsletter on Substack. Try to achieve them and achieve multiple streams of income. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to jump from this side to the other side. That's crucial. And this will shape your life. Okay? You need to jump from this to this. So 90% of the population, 95%, they are either employees or self-employed. They don't have any leverage, yeah? These people will stay poor. Why? Time equals money. If you outsource your time, and if you depend on your salary, your time equals money, then you are never out of the rat race. This is the rat race, okay? If you are E or S, you are in the rat race. And you will remain poor. In order to jump to the other side, you need to own, yeah? You need to own assets. What type of assets? You can be a business owner. You own a system. You solve problems. You create value, yeah? Or you own investments. You own investments that will bring you income, okay? So both of them are assets, yeah? If you own assets, then you can achieve your financial independence, okay? So how will you do that? I will show you tricks, tips, okay, in this module. But look at CNBC Disruptor list. Google it right now, CNBC Disruptor 50. Google it, please, on your laptop. Go to CNBC Disruptor 50. Every year, they identify these disruptor companies. Okay? So, Google it. Disruptors 50. Go to the website, please. Have you found the website? This is the website. Look at the list of companies. They do this every year. Let's look at 2025 list. Click on it. Please click on the list. And I want you to analyze, obsessively analyze these companies. Okay? These are the Disruptor 50 list of this year. Okay? These are the unicorns. They are billion-dollar companies. And they have been established by a small group of people. They are all entrepreneurs. Click on each of them to learn what they are up to. How did they become so successful? Click on each of them. Again, my challenge to you is you need to become 100 times more curious about these disruptor companies. You can find none of them in your textbooks, none of them. Your textbooks are ancient. If you really want to learn, you need to master what they are up to. Go to their websites, click on the links. Be 100 times more curious. Ask AI. What's their business model? What are their success stories? Who are these people? How did they start their companies? How are they using AI? How are they creating value? So you need to be 100 times more curious about each and every one of these companies. Be obsessed about these companies. What are they up to? These are mostly in Silicon Valley, right? They are disrupting business as we know it. Anthropic is the creator of Claude, yeah? What are they up to? Like, learn more about each of them. OpenAI, Databricks, Anduril. This Anduril, they were making computer games and drones, computer games and drones in these games, but then they have become one of the largest military technological complexes. They are now doing drones for the military. But they are computer game creators, actually. So, like, look at them. Have a sense of curiosity. How did they become so powerful? Stripe. Stripe is two Irish brothers. They wrote 7 lines of code. They disrupted the whole payments industry. They are now worth $100 billion, Stripe. So you need to think like a disruptor. Yeah? Ask AI. Put these on AI, your ChatGPT. Ask questions. How did these companies pull it off? How can I position myself as a disruptor like these ones? Can I learn from their secrets? What are their business strategies? How did they leverage AI? What is the most interesting facts about them? Tell me 10 most interesting things about each of them. What are the 10 most interesting, mind-blowing facts? What are the mind-blowing facts about each of them? Which ones are the most mind-blowing success stories in Silicon Valley? What can I learn from them? Okay? So, curiosity is endless. There are 50 of them, yeah? Do research. Learn more. Okay? It is up to you. I mean, I'm just showing you the roadmap, okay? The rest is up to you. Okay? If you take up on this and be relentless, learn more, then you'll be a winner. If you give up, treat this as a traditional module, then you won't be learning this. Like, it's up to you. Okay? So please do this, making your first dollar online using AI. Please practice them. Try to do them this week. Use AI tools to create an ebook. Everybody can do it. You can do this easily. Create your ebook. Create a viral title. Solve a problem. Let's say you are passionate about fitness. Okay? Fitness, lifestyle, how to optimize your lifestyle. Let's say food, fitness and food, whatever. Write an ebook on this. And maybe you can focus on technology, AI as well, how to use AI for this, apps. Okay? Create an ebook and new mental models, yeah? And turn it into an ebook, publish it. Use Claude to create value. Add your own research on top of it. Add your own voice on top of it. Publish it on Amazon or Gumroad or Bot. Publish it and start selling it. See what happens. Okay? So do this. You can do this even on a Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. This will take just 2-3 hours to do. Maybe 4 hours, whatever. But do it. Design it. You can design using AI. You can create these books using AI. Okay? So do it. And start selling. Start creating your own online library. Start your Gumroad account. It's very easy to do. Creating your Gumroad, it will take 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Do it. Okay? So write articles about the things that you are curious about. Like, I'm curious about 10 years before versus now and 10 years after. Ask AI. Publish it and get earnings from it. Okay? Turn these into assets. Whatever you're passionate about, write them on Medium or Substack. And then sell them, or people will read them. They will each become assets. Okay? And you can do freelancing as well. Look at Fiverr, Upwork, use AI, solve these problems, and you can make money. Okay? Create your profile. It's simple, very easy to do. Or if you want to earn more, learn dropshipping. Or create your Shopify store. Go to Amazon, create your Amazon store, create your Shopify store, use AI, create some digital products, sell them. Okay? And leverage AI. And for the longer term, start your YouTube channel, start your podcast, start your social media. Talk about the things that you're passionate about. Use AI again. And monetize it. And as you can see, like, even when I'm sleeping, that's important. Even when I'm sleeping, my YouTube channel continues to make money. That's crucial. Like, you need to have assets that continue making money for you even when you are sleeping. That's crucial. That's the only way to get out of this rat race, yeah? If you want to achieve your financial independence, you need to start these seeds, assets, projects, yeah? You need to have your YouTube channel. Grow it. But remember, this is a long-term game. This is a marathon. Okay? Don't give up early. Like, you need to be patient, relentless. And you need to choose something that is fun, exciting, sustainable. Do something that you already love doing. It shouldn't be like tiresome. Okay? For example, this YouTube channel, I'm doing it in Turkish. Why? Because I can talk non-stop for hours in Turkish without any friction. So this should be something that doesn't have any friction. You need to be passionate, excited, eloquent. You can do this, let's say, talk about this for, let's say, 20 hours without stopping. Do it. Then start your YouTube channel about that, you know, whatever that is. So you need to be really excited about what you create, okay? So the rest, you can do the work. Job applications, again, they are all on your slides. But let's do the final bit before we finish, just last 10 minutes. Imagine that you are in the job interview, okay? What you will do is, you will tell a story about yourself. You are the hero, okay? Imagine that you will attend your job interview. Let's do a mock job interview. Maybe we can do it next time, but what I want you to do is write down a story that you can do in a job interview, okay? Think of a story that you can tell your employers. Think of a story that you can easily tell in your job interview. Let's say you are the hero. You use these skills. You save the situation. Why should I hire you instead of 120 other applicants? Tell me the answer in your response. Why should I hire you instead of hundreds of others? Tell me a story. How did you use your soft skills? Think of a critical critical incident. What were you doing? How did you save the situation? You are the hero, yeah? You jumped into unknown. You dealt with obstacles. You solved a problem, a critical issue. You saved the day. How did you save the day? As a hero, okay? So here's an example. I was chosen as the team leader. The team was terrible. They were not motivated. I created unity. We worked really hard. We got a third place medal. Okay, so tell the story in detail. Here's another one, customer service representative. This customer was really angry, upset. I apologized. She wanted her money back. I refunded her money, thank you card, refund, free membership. And then she was yelling to kids and invited her children for a free video rental, enclosed my business card. And she phoned me. She told me that was the nicest thing any person had ever done for her when she was upset with a business. So these are like powerful stories. Think of a powerful story in bullet points. Write it down. Something that you can mention in your job interview with eloquence, confidence. I have done this and this and this. How did you do it? What kind of story can you tell in the job interview? And what I want from you is,
Build a website you love.
so prepare yourself for this job interview. We'll do it just 2-minute version.
So often we make business contacts by telephone, by email, through social media, maybe months or even
So how do we use body language in job interviews?
years before we meet. When we do, we've made a good first impression. But then our body language kicks in. Does it help us or hurt us? Christine Young is going to talk about that with us.
I'm looking forward to meeting Deborah for the first time in person. And here are the things that I'll be looking for in terms of how I draw or form that initial impression. Number one, eye contact. Does she look at me directly? Two, what is the quality of her voice? Does it sound inviting? No doubt we'll shake hands, so I'll be feeling for the firmness of her handshake. And then finally, what did she say? What is her opening message to me? Can't wait to meet Deborah.
To help their case or hurt their case when they finally meet someone after making that connection by email, by phone, through social media. And when you and I spoke on the telephone, you mentioned that the voice is the one thing that carries over both from the phone to person. So let's start with that. And how does what people do with their voices help them or hurt them?
If there's any element of how we present ourselves that's overlooked by most people, it is the quality of your voice. But the starting point is knowing how you sound. Does your voice project confidence? Is the tone warm? Does it have resonance? Or on the other hand, could your voice etch glass? A common mistake, and it's not even so much a mistake, but it's more of just a function of nerves. If you are a junior person and maybe interviewing for a first job, it's not unexpected that you might speak more quickly. Your pace may be too quick. But to know that if you lower the tone of your voice a little bit, that literally adds more meaning to your words. A lower tone sounds more substantive, and what you're talking about sounds more important. So when you meet someone for the first time, I think the things that are really important are number one, eye contact. So I was looking to see, would you look me in the eye? And you did. And that was a very positive signal. When you're talking about something that's really important to you, don't look away mid-sentence, but hold your eye contact until the end of the sentence or the end of the thought.
What if we need a little break to look down at some point? When can we do that?
Now, you can do it to blink. Not blinking is a little zombie-like. That'll look a little odd to the person that you're talking to. So absolutely, you want good steady eye contact. What you don't want to do is the eyes up towards the ceiling, as if the answers are hidden there. Shift the eyes back and forth, darting, which makes you look very nervous, or constant up and down. So good steady eye contact, you need to break away a little bit, and when you want to take a real pause, go ahead and look down in a substantive way.
How about our hands? The first thing we did was to shake hands.
You're sending a signal with that handshake, and there's nothing worse than someone who grabs a hold of your hand and hangs on too long and pumps and pumps and pumps. Or I think second worse, I think women are a little bit more guilty of that, the little finger clasp.
Like a fish.
Or a goldfish at the worst, right? Not good.
And posture? What's the difference and what should we be doing?
Well, you want to have good posture just like your mother always told you to. The trick is to drop your shoulders back, and that will give you a nice presence. And then notice how I'm tilting forward from the waist a little bit.
This is a very interactive posture. I'm signaling to you that I'm engaged. I'm interested in what you have to say, and again, it's conversational. There's so much good information here. What's the one thing you would like people to take away from all of this? Good steady eye contact and good posture, and you'll create a great first impression.
Okay, so there's no time for this. We'll do it some next time, okay? Like you'll do the mock job interviews. Thank you for today. It has been a tiring lecture. Sorry for that. Please do register. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the seminar, some of you, yeah? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely week. Please do register.
I just had a question. So, because I wasn't here last class, my timetable had issues, and so this is the first time for me. So, did you talk last time about the final project or anything?
Yeah. What you can do is like look at the slides of last week, but also download the module handbook. All the details are there. Okay. You read it.
And the final assignment is
2 portfolios. Both of them are on your module handbook. All the details are there. Just read it carefully.
So I read my handbook, module handbook, and this is on Blackboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm going to do, because I'm really interested in this course, and this is the only course that I was choosing while I'm confident. So, and I'm really interested in AI, because I know that AI in the upcoming days, months, or years, it's going to take my place. So I want to take its place before it's going to take mine. So I'm really interested. I'm going to watch your YouTube channel today.
I mean,
and
I'm going to upload some lectures.
Yeah, sure.
Most of my videos are in Turkish.
Okay. I don't know a lot of Turkish a little bit, but and I can also go on the AI websites, just try to discover them, see how they roll,
exactly.
see how they beneficial me. Yes, and I also have a business back in my country, so I can, and I really want to put AI in this.
Cool.
In
What
all
is it about, the business?
It's a zoo.
Zoo?
Yeah.
An
animal zoo. Yes,
cool.
I have it, me and my brother.
Nice.
So I want to use AI in it. I want to put like voice recommended inside by using AI by all of this.
Of course.
So I'm going to take a look on all these websites.
Great to meet you.
And say it's nice to meet you.
Excellent. What was your name?
Ez.
And which country?
Egypt.
Was it? Oh, nice.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And let's keep in touch.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Welcome
just
again.
Double checking because I didn't want anything to miss me out from last lecture.
Yeah. Just look at the slides, you'll get it.
Okay, so what I'm gonna work on today for this course is just I'm gonna discover how these websites go, and I'm gonna take a look on the week before.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, okay. Thank you so much.
Do the seminar work. You'll come to the seminars and do the work.
Okay. We have a seminar not this week, next week.
No,
right?
this week.
This week?
It's either today or on Thursday. Look at your schedule.
But I don't have anything today.
No? Or then on Thursday. It might be on Thursday.
Yes, it's this module code is 51318.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on Thursday.
Okay, see you on Thursday.
Okay, see you.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Thanks.
it's such a shame, isn't it? Because that's such a nice room.
I know.
And this is like a shoebox with heating.
Yep.
So it'll be nice in the winter time when it's raining outside and you can feel cosy. Hello.
I don't know how to sign in. I just.
So there'll be a QR code
Yeah.
halfway through the lecture.
Yeah.
Does it not give your attendance?
Attendance, yeah.
So if you wait until I show the QR code.
Yeah. They showed me this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to sign.
Okay, so I get halfway through the lecture and I'll show you a QR code.
Yeah.
Then you click on that and it will sign you in.
All right.